Welcome to the Wacky Wisdom Sports Show. We have a special here, the Super Bowl preview. Once again, the Wacky Wisdom fellas get together to try to figure out what the hell is going to happen in this game. Let's get right into it, man. We don't need no intros. We don't need no fancy shit, man. Let's just get it popping. What's my first thing? My first thing when I think about this game, I'll go first, is that I think it comes down to the human element. I'm a big human element guy when it comes to sports. Whoever gets the better sleep, whoever's got the better nutrition, whoever has like the better mental health and can focus in better, that's who I think is going to win the game. I think it will come down to that kind of shit, as it does a lot in sports, man. Whoever travels better. What if Mahomes is, what if, what's his wife's name? I don't even know. Brittany Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Brittany Ratface. Oh, she's pretty. All you people on the internet, be nice.
Bro,
what's cracking,
yeah,
Floppy?
Bro.
She's pretty.
I would give her a hug.
Yeah. Everybody be nice out there. But yeah, what if Brittany gets like I don't know, gets like a hemorrhoid or herpes? Yeah, dude. What if she has herpes and Mahomes didn't have herpes, so he's like worried that she's cheating because how the hell did she get herpes? Like, you never know, dude. Like, this shit happens in sports and we never fucking hear about it. Or like Brock Purdy.
What if Taylor Swift? Okay.
What if the secret to Brock Purdy's success is semen retention? Like, he's completely celibate, and like the night before some super hot chick like tricks him and he's just awful because his semen retention was like his chia is what made him so good. I don't know, man, but that's what it comes down for me. And we're going to talk X's and O's, of course, and look at some of the key stats for defense and things like that. What's up, Ron? How's it going? Yeah, the Swifty Bowl Uncensored. We're not going to get too much. We're not going to get into the Swifty aspect of it in this episode. That was kind of, me and Tim talked about that the other day. So we're talking pure football today. Yeah. Hopefully, though, I don't know.
But in reality, dude, it can't be pure football without bringing that shit up, because there is an aspect to the whole game with that shit.
It could be the apocalypse. Could be the apocalypse,
dude. I mean, if you want to talk pure football, there isn't, but there is, because their best players involved with her. So I don't know.
There's always other straight into the chase. Like, what's your number one X factor like unit in this game? Because for me, it's the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Like, because I have confidence in their offense performing well, even against the 49ers front in their secondary. So Pat Mahomes is going to probably have a very fantastic performance again. But
the Chiefs defense is good. They have a very good defense this year. So that's the thing. I don't know the full sample size with San Francisco against really good defenses, but hell, I know they lost to them Cleveland Browns.
It's more, I guess it's a combination of their defense along with what can Brock Purdy present in a game of this magnitude. Because he looked really good last game. I will give him that credit. But what can he do when he has to play against the best quarterback in the past, 10 years, that not named Tom Brady?
Yeah, to your point, I mean, San Francisco, I sometimes when they run into a good defense, they do have trouble. I mean, obviously Baltimore, Seattle's defense is okay, and they put up 28. Philly was falling apart, but their defense is damn stacked, but it was falling apart anyways. So you can't
shut off.
You can't really give them too much on that one. Tampa Bay has a pretty solid defense that really got them, really helped them get to where they got to this year. They put up 27. But sometimes, but the Cowboys, though, man, they dropped 42 on the Cowboys, and they had a great defense this year.
So we're talking about Kansas City's defense, right?
Right. Kansas City has a good defense, so we're looking at how have San Fran performed against good defenses, and seems like they do okay. Seems like it doesn't really matter. You have to go out there and really smack them in the face. You can't just be a good defense. You really got to smack them.
Well,
on paper,
the question is really like okay, like their linebacker Nick Bolton, like he's a G really, but is he good at stopping the run?
I think so.
From what I'm looking at, he had in 2022 or last season, he led the team, set the Chiefs record in combined tackles. He led the uh, Chiefs with 352 tackles. He made two giant plays, one against the Bills and one against Baltimore. So now my question is, I'm just not sure what is, but it seems like he's one of the guys you want to look for on their defense.
Well,
will he be able to, stop McCaffrey? And that's the question.
Well, if we're talking about linebackers, the guy who really stepped up for the Chiefs last week was Drew Tranquil. He had a fantastic game. I don't know if a lot of people really understand because he used to be a safety, got back in college, and I think he started the NFL career as a safety, but then he moved over recently to linebacker, and he was making a lot of critical plays down the
So
stretch.
is he like a JOK type linebacker?
A little bit. I mean, they
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did similar things because they both played at Notre Dame, and they like those rovery guys.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Hamilton too.
So then they
those
can
guys.
kind of have him. They could kind of have him shadow McCaffrey also if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably the guy to do that.
Okay.
But he played well. I think they usually had him going up with wherever Jahmyr Gibbs would go. And Jahmyr Gibbs still had a fantastic game, but overall, the defense was stout for the Chiefs, and I think they have to continue. Probably get a lead first against the Niners. This is a little off track, but similar to how I felt about the Chiefs Ravens. I think the Ravens had a better roster, but the Chiefs were more prepared for the moment, and this is where I'm kind of leaning right now with this game. I think most people would agree that the Niners have an all-around better roster.
Both they have a better defense and offense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the Chiefs are on a roll. They got the better quarterback. Travis Kelce's a fucking monster performer week after week in the playoffs. You can't take either of these teams lightly. There's a multitude of ways this game could unfold.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I guess we can look here. What Tim brought up, is Bolton good enough of a run stopper? He's been making good plays, big plays, but can he consistently stop the run? Because that's what you have to do. You got to have somebody that can chase McCaffrey down, or honestly, maybe not one guy, but do it as a team. So, Durs brought up another linebacker that they have. These are two good guys right off the bat when we're talking Kansas City Chiefs, who may have a chance at neutralizing that run game, or at least slowing it down.
Trying to, right, doing their best.
So let's take a look at the Chiefs rushing yards per game, because that is probably one of the biggest X factors. I mean, yes, the San Francisco 49ers are stacked on offense with Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, even though they have a good fullback, for Christ's sakes. I mean, Juwan Jennings is a great wide receiver 3,
Hold on. Can we all agree now that we're a season and a half in that Brock Purdy's better than a system quarterback, or are we still on that talk?
Well, I mean, he's hard to talk about, honestly.
Meme-wise and joking around, I would maybe if I was going to make a joke, I would do it. But realistically, no, he's a good quarterback.
I think system quarterback is a major trigger word around football.
Well, what I'm saying is that was the word for ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's
for him, though, he's the best of the system quarterbacks. And that doesn't mean he's not a top 10 to 12 quarterback which he's clearly proven he's good enough to make his team his first. That's all that matters to me.
Well, couldn't we, like, at least I would think, if we were to throw Purdy on the Browns instead of even Flacco, right? We had Purdy. I think that team could have. He would have done just as good with Stefanski. Is what I'm saying. Like, you know,
but a lot of the things.
But if you try to say Deshaun Watson, I'll fight you on that.
The thing is,
I want to see it. I want to see
Brock
it first.
Purdy.
I want to see
I'll
Watson.
take
different types of
I'll
quarterbacks.
take fucking Purdy over Watson in
like
a
there's quarterbacks
nanosecond.
that are really good at like kind of throwing it to like Deshaun Watson is this kind of quarterback. Like in the moment, he can throw it right where it has to be. But Brock Purdy is the quarterback who's elite at like throwing it to where the wide receiver needs to get to. And they have a bunch of those guys on that offense. So it doesn't matter like where you think he is in the quarterback rankings. He's really fucking good at it on like the best roster constructed in the NFL right now. So
and the other question is with Bolton is can he cover Kittle? Like, will he be able to account for Kittle? You know what I'm saying? Because like Kittle's thing is yards after catch. You know, is So what I'm saying is, like, will he be able to? You know, is he one of them guys that it seems like he led the Chiefs in tackles last year. So I mean, seems to be all right in tackling, but that's another one. He's gonna have a big job. He's got to stop McCaffrey and make sure Kittle doesn't blow up on him.
I actually like Kittle's great, and this is just out of a whole abundance of talented players they have on their offense. He'd almost be for me in this game for them, like from a Chiefs defensive scheme perspective, like almost the fifth guy I would be most worried about. Like I would be more worried about Ayuk, Debo, and McCaffrey. All right, fourth. So like other than them.
Yeah, but if Kittle has a good game, then it's over with. Then it's over with. If he blows up and they all have a decent game, it's over with for the Chiefs.
I guess like if Kittle beats me, then so be it. I'd rather be more concerned about McCaffrey, Debo, and Ayuk covering him deep balls, which they got a great corner on the Chiefs defense and Ladarius Sneed. So he'll probably be matched up on him. But it'll be interesting. Like they put Tranquil maybe on to watch Debo or something on like some of those plays, like if he's in the backfield or because he's a wide receiver technically, but there's certain routes where you might want to put Tranquil on him. And then Kittle, you just live and die about what happens with him. He'll be blocking some plays. He'll be going through the middle.
So Boat will have to deal with them. Well, last year, the reason I even brought him up was just the fact I remember his touchdown last year in the Super Bowl.
Like if you hold Kittle to like 50 yards, that's okay, I guess. If you're the Chiefs, but neutralize the other guys. You can't give Brandon Ayuk 125 yards and a touchdown. And then McCaffrey's going to bring what McCaffrey brings, and Debo's like the it guy, the it factor guy.
But yeah, going back to that thought about Kansas City run defense. So the Kansas City run defense here allows 113 yards per game. That is right in the middle of the pack. Although how this distributes, I would say like these teams are actually more average. And that Kansas City would be closer to a team that isn't very good at stopping the run. They're still average, but on the side of slightly below average.
How about
if we're really going to get nitpicky with it?
How about pass yards against running backs? Is that a stat on there?
I
feel
I can't look at like a specific position. I don't.
That was a big thing for that Lions-Niners game because both teams really use one of their running backs as weapons in the pass came into play. But I don't know where the Chiefs. I feel like they're good enough to combat it, but it could be a play. So McCaffrey can go.
I just don't think the Chiefs have the wide receivers. I just don't think they have the weapons.
Yeah, it's just the fact that like we see week after week, like some of the plays that Mahomes was like extending, and there was that like 4th and 3 where you thought the play was over and he just tossed it like 3 yards to the side of Kelsey and he dove and caught it. Like those plays, I don't see anyone else like in the league being able to do that. So like Kelsey is good enough. You got to respect him to possibly go for like even a fucking 200-yard through 2-3 touchdown game.
I don't know, man. I get your point, Tim, but to me, the Chiefs have a Travis Kelce, and then Rashee Rice is already playing like a pretty high-end wide receiver too. And then you have a bunch of pretty good wide receiver threes. You know, Valdez-Scantling, if he was my 3rd receiver on my team, I'd be okay with that.
I will, and I've been this critical.
Justin Watson. I don't know about Sky Moore, maybe an okay wide receiver 4. So I think that when you really look at the depth that they have, it is okay. I mean, Richie James can make plays. McCole Hardman has made plays. Kadarius Toney, we can throw him out. But in theory, if they hand the ball off to Kadarius Toney, he might be able to make plays. But if they throw it to him, he ain't gonna catch it.
Here's my question: do the Chiefs their number 1 or number 2 receiver, could they even start on the 49ers in wide receiver?
Rice probably could.
Rice would be a 3. He would take Juwan Jennings' spot. He would be their wide receiver 3. But yeah, to your point, you are correct. Yeah, but he would be a 2 on a lot of teams.
To Tim's point, though, like last week, Scantling made a critical play to seal the game, that diving catch. But most weeks, you see some drops or some missed communication between him and Mahomes. Sky Moore hasn't been playing. We know McCole Hardman made a critical mistake, and they still won the game in that fumble at the end zone against the Bills.
Who made that catch off the face mask? Like, I mean, it was a great catch and all, but that was luck if luck ever have it. You know what I'm saying?
That was
great. Okay. That was still luck. That was, I mean, that was definitely talent involved, but dude, for it to bounce there and end up there, you know.
Right, and Sky Moore hasn't been playing. Kadarius Toney, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get from that guy. He's great talent.
I don't think he's invited, bro. I don't think he got invited. I think Kadarius Toney has to stay the fuck home. They're like, no, we don't need you.
They've been playing better without him.
Well, there's a whole thing on him. Did you hear? There's like he's like injured, but everybody started saying his injury was made up because he was scared.
It's just like it's put
he said it. I'm pretty sure he said it himself.
That he wasn't injury?
That he wasn't injured, and they put him on the injury list, and that can get the team in trouble.
That's how he initially got traded away from the Giants. Was he was pissed about them not with his injury issues there.
Oh, you're right.
But overall, like, it's just put up or shut up time for the Chiefs' weapons. Like Mahomes, he's not going to fuck around. If he's got to feed Travis Kelce 8 out of every 10 pass attempts, he's going to do it.
Okay, Tim, what you just said is exactly correct. It says, Andy Reid, quote, he's been on the injury report, so that part is not made up by any means. He's like, well, he like, is the injury made up? Well, he's been on the report, so that part's not made up. He's literally admitting right there. And then Tony said, I'm not hurt. None of that.
Yeah.
So they're putting him on the injury report so that to open a roster spot for a practice squad guy. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, his mouthpiece got him less playing time.
Well, his hands, bro. He had 2 balls off his hands this year that went for interceptions.
No homo shit.
Dude, he might be destined to be like a fucking Raider next year. And then he gets a DUI and is out of the league or some shit.
Yeah, Floppy. We're not going too crazy with the truther talk in this one, but that is an interesting point. They picked Usher to play the halftime show to usher in the New World Order. The Usher in the
I
beat.
did have stuff about. I'll throw it out, but I did have some stuff about the halftime show. But It's whatever.
Deeper in the show, we could just we get a little deeper in the show. We could talk about that.
Honestly, I don't think they could do much more from a halftime show perspective than like what was it last year where they had like Eminem and like all those old school fucking hip hop guys on. Like that's what I'm into. I don't give a shit if they have Usher or
I hope he has Luda with fucking Lil Jon and they do that Lovers and Friends song. That'd be dope.
I drank to memory loss for last year's Super Bowl, so I don't really remember.
I know, I remember it. I called it last year. I had to take over. I was doing it with you. I had to take over.
He saved. Now I'm puking.
I did
in the third quarter.
Yeah, you can actually hear him puking on air as I'm calling the game.
I can't find, dude. I went through it and I like had trouble finding
the worst
the moment when I was throwing up.
The craziest Super Bowl was the one where the Falcons blew the lead to the Patriots. I blacked out in the bathtub at fucking like halftime, dude. I just fell in the back of the bathtub taking a piss, and I was pounding Bud Light Platinums that whole fucking like before the game, dude.
6%, dude.
Yeah,
one of my biggest regrets was the Patriots Giants game where the undefeated Patriots lost. I like got way too whatever and could not stay awake for the whole damn game. I was like in and out the whole fight. Like I wasn't like I was just like fall asleep, wake up, fall back asleep. I do that a lot watching football. I don't know why, but I didn't get to enjoy that game like I should have.
Yeah.
And I missed Janet Jackson's titty when they pulled the titty out. I was talking to my girl. I looked over, and as soon as I looked over, he pulled her titty out, and I missed it live. I was so pissed. My girl saw it and everything. I was like, damn it. Remember that, guys? Remember that moment?
No, dude.
Oh my God! So, dude,
I know it happened. I was like 2.
It was when the Panthers. Dude,
like
it wasn't that long ago, was it? It was when the Panthers
I was like 5
were
years
Super Bowl.
old,
and like it was her and Justin Timberlake dancing on the stage, and he just ripped her titty out, bro.
I wasn't old enough to really understand. Like I know that it happened. I remember it all, but I didn't really. I don't think I just remember. I just don't remember seeing it live and stuff. Like I don't know.
I was old enough to be living on my own.
I was like 8 years old, man.
Yeah, that makes more sense. You weren't 2, you were more like 8, because I was old enough to be living on my own, you know. But it
was like 2002. I was probably like 6.
On a side
I was just getting out of.
I wish that doesn't it seem like the like because back, let's say like 5-7 years ago, one of the best things about a Super Bowl was like watching like some of the funny like silly Super Bowl commercials, and now they're just ass, you know. Like there's maybe 1 or 2 good commercials across the whole like 4 hours they stretched it out for.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna be streaming the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be streaming the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be doing it.
There's a lot of people out there that like they almost care more about that than the actual game.
I'll probably just have bits
I probably like that shit just as much because I just like to see the bullshit we're about to be in store for. And I think this year there's gonna be some crazy shit.
Tim, you should go live on your channel for the Super Bowl. And
we were talking about that. We talked about doing it like starting at halftime and then just doing the commercials for the second half.
That would be cool, man.
I just want to see like when they premiere like a sick ass like movie trailer or something. I don't care about those like car commercial jokes that they crack and shit.
I'm ready for the Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney commercials and all the fucking the ones that are gonna be controversial and the satanic bullshit they're pushing. That's where I'm. But I'm not trying to get on this one.
No,
but
good.
That's what I'm looking.
It's true.
That's what I'm looking forward to for the commercial wise. Everything else, it's all whatever. Predictive programming. What do they have for the next year? We'll see. What do they have planned for us?
But anyways, there is some, going back to the game, there is some talk of, does Kansas City have the weapons for a game like this to deal with a great defense like San Francisco. Now that defense hasn't been playing that great. I mean, the Lions have a really, really good offense, and that did okay against the 49ers in the first half. They figured it out, though, in that second half. They figured out how to stop the Lions, but then they let the Packers, and Jordan Love, I guess they were rolling, right? They were rolling, but they let Jordan Love pretty much, make that a fucking game, dude. They had to come back on them. They had to come back. So, I don't know. If you get in a situation where you have to come back against the Chiefs aren't going to let you have 27 unanswered points. If they come out like they did against Detroit, they're going to get their asses whooped by Mahomes, and it's going to be a Mahomes Super Bowl, Andy Reid all over again, man.
Here, look, I'm not going to act like I didn't, like, call it or anything, but, like, the Lions were inevitably going to lose by their fucking play calling, and it fucking doomed. You kick the field goal there when you're already up 24 to, like, 10. Or it might have been like 24-0 at that point, and they gambled again in the red zone. Like Dan Campbell, he's probably a great coach, but like his decision making is so questionable in the times when you don't need to be doing that shit. Especially against a team like the 49ers who can just explode in an instant.
And Andy Reid does not do that.
Andy Reid is not going to do that. And Andy Reid has Patrick Mahomes at the helm. Yeah,
even if he does want to do that, he knows he has a better chance of doing it anyway. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you look here at the last five, opponents. The Chiefs have played Baltimore, Buffalo, and Miami in the playoffs. I would say those are a lot tougher teams than the 49ers have just had to play Detroit, really tough. But then Green Bay, I know they were hot, but they're really not. It was a lot of guys playing above their heads.
I think Green Bay's better than Miami. Miami turned out to be a bunk, bro.
No,
they turned out to be a bunk, dude.
Because
they were
because their defense got hurt. No, it's because they lost their best two edge defenders. Imagine the Browns without Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith.
Yeah, their edge rushers.
We'd be done, dude. Edge defenders are like the most important thing.
It's kind of like for the Browns, like our
defensive line. Admit it, Tua played like shit.
Well, Tua, I kind of expected that
in the playoff game.
Yeah, well, that's when it matters, right? But that doesn't matter. But that doesn't matter, though. You can have a great season, Lamar Jackson, and fucking lose what? In the fucking playoffs every year, get 2 MVPs and never win a playoff game. Does that make you real good?
When
you know what I'm saying? Like it does matter.
You're a guy who's just probably throughout his whole course of his career, like has not played in sub like 40-degree weather, and he just went in there and played like 30 degrees plus lighter or colder than he's ever played.
Wait, repeat that. What you just said? Who hasn't played in that type of weather?
Tua. Like he's not used to playing in that kind of environment. Like
a little bit,
yeah.
For the most part, they do play Buffalo and New England. They do play Buffalo and New England.
Play in the cold.
They have to go to Buffalo and New England once a year.
Yeah,
but like 40 degrees sub, like he's like 0-6 in that environment.
Oh,
that one was extreme.
Okay, that is interesting.
So
yeah, so if he's 0-6 and he's 0-6 if it's less than 40 degrees,
like gotta,
he was done for.
Because a lot of these kids, like they do play on other sides of and there's domes and whatever, but a lot of these kids now, like they play in like California, like.
Well, then that explains why he had a good regular season because he's playing in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like those guys, they didn't. There's a report that Vic Fangio, whatever, players just didn't really give a shit about it as much. They just wanted to be in the Miami, like lifestyle kind of. But they did deal with a lot of injuries on that front seven. That kind of once that happened, you're just like they got an explosive offense. They got some good corners, but they're gonna end up falling off at some point quickly. You need edge rushers going forward.
Yeah, that's too bad that Miami game, man. Because if Tua would just had a good game for once in cold weather. let's say those edge defenders didn't get hurt. Miami's defense actually played pretty well in that game in terms of like once Kansas City got to the red zone, they're kicking field goals.
Yeah.
Like this 26-7 looks kind of bad, but the first half it was a game. It really didn't get away from Miami until the fourth quarter, really like 12 minutes left. And then at 12 minutes left, you said it's a ball game, but they were still in it. They just needed some offense and they didn't get any. I think 26 the defense without those edge defenders did their fucking job. 26 points on Kansas City. It was up to Tua and Tyreek to get their shit going in the cold weather. And they moved it a little bit, but they couldn't get in the end zone, man. They couldn't get in scoring position. But they moved the ball a little bit.
Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, I believe, they're both very solid to really, really good edge rushers. That's completely eliminates your defense scheme from that. But when you're playing in a cold weather, like Tua is great creating like explosive plays to the speedy receivers that they have, but he's not a running threat. And in games like that, you need to get a run game going.
It's not a Tua. It's not a Tua.
Ah, crap.
It was too much.
It's not a Tua.
Let's get back to the game, though.
Yeah, I don't know how we got it. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I remember now.
It's fun.
But it's still play. It still has to do with the Chiefs and the their path to the Super Bowl.
Miami is like a tough like you talk about Miami, you just gotta keep going. Oh man, they're so fun to watch, but this, but that.
But anyways, I do think though the Chiefs have had a little bit tougher of a run here. And the 49ers, last time they played, yes, they beat Detroit, but if they didn't have that crazy comeback, they would have been done for. Yeah, they took care of Green Bay. That was probably closer than it should have been, considering how that roster is constructed. They lost to the Rams. They didn't have Purdy or McCaffrey. They did have like Ayuk and a couple of guys though. But yeah, they weren't trying to win that anyway. They took care of business against Washington. They did lose to the Ravens, so they have a loss. They do have a loss in that last 5. And Kansas City did beat Baltimore. And Baltimore kind of took it to the 49ers. So, boy, that's a little.
I don't know if that,
right there
is a little means anything. I don't think that means shit. Because we're talking regular season Lamar, and then we're talking postseason. It's two different things.
Let's be honest,
we're talking regular season.
He went hard against the Texans. He fucked up the
fucking Texans, dude. The Browns are the only fucking team that could choke with Joe Flacco throwing 2 fucking pick sixes. To the Texans, dude. They had a rookie quarterback, a rookie coach. They should have.
Baltimore, like they gave.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Browns beat themselves damn near. We were in it when we should never have been.
It's kind of Flacco's. It's kind of all Flacco's fault, dude.
Yeah. I mean, really, it wasn't like the Texans were great. I mean, he literally gave them 14 points. Like here you go.
He got us there, though. I'm happy with him as a Browns fan. I don't hate him.
I'm taking back, but I'm just saying it wasn't like the Texans were. They just did what they needed to do. I mean, yeah, they beat us up, but they beat the Browns up. But I'm not I wasn't totally sold on the Texans.
See, Baltimore, they had multiple opportunities in from the third quarter to the end of that game to make it a game. It was still there. But you had Zay Flowers, who overall played, he was the only existing wide receiver threat that they had that whole game. But he fucked up majorly on that fumble, which is still kind of it wasn't that call, but you know what I mean, that through the end zone touchback bullshit. It's been happening. He had that fumble, and he had that explosive play that was a momentum shift for 40 plus yards, and then he just did the dumbest possible taunting, which I'm okay with players expressing themselves, but he knew He did like 3 or 4 excessive things in that circumstance that really fucked them. Like they would have been at like the 10-yard line, and he just moved them back out of the red zone from that one decision. And they lost by 7. After all that, they could have had another touchdown. They could have had that extra opportunity for at least a field goal or a touchdown. But it is what it is. I'm off the Ravens fans trying to complain
I'm
about
fucking
this or
tired
that.
of hearing
Like,
about the Ravens,
you
bro.
lost fair and square, man.
The Browns beat them. They were beatable. They had a good regular season, and that's
And
that.
they might never get a better opportunity than that, too, dude. They got to play the Chiefs at home in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And they still lost.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's the way it goes.
Do you think the Ravens would have even beat Buffalo in the playoffs?
I don't.
No.
I don't.
And who would have, dude? This could have been a really interesting year if, dude. Honestly, if Burrow was healthy, I don't know if the Browns make it, man. I guess we did. We actually took care of business though ourselves, and we did kind of control our own destiny and do what we needed to do. But they might have ended. They might have been better than us, though. I think we still would have made it. We wouldn't have been the 5 seed, but we still would have made it.
I will say this, man. I've been hating on Lamar today because he just blows it in the playoffs, but I will say he did have a badass passing touchdown. That bomb that he threw, that shit was pretty dope. But, the score didn't really reflect the game. They were down 17-3. It wasn't like I never thought that they were going to win the whole game. At the very beginning, it was a little close, but like
they had questionable calls, like 4th and 2. You're not running it with the greatest running back at quarterback we've ever seen. Like they didn't make sense. It was a bad Harbaugh game, I'd say. Like more than just that, but they didn't play it there even close to where they could have, and they only lost by 7. Like
that's why it makes me. It almost makes me feel like it's. Like the Lions, bro. Like, come on, dude. What the fuck did they? And I don't want to get into it. I know. But,
which game was worse? Like, from a fan, which game really was a worse fumble?
I think the Lions, dude. The bad play calling at the end with Dan Campbell. I mean, live die by the sword. I get it, but dude, if I was a Browns fan and I watched and we were up 24-7 at halftime. And I'm calling up, and I'm literally thinking we're going to the Super Bowl. Dude, do you realize what that would do to me mentally? I would be scarred.
Yeah, like I can appreciate an aggressive head coach, but there's a time and place for that aggression. Like you gotta factor in who you're playing, and when you're up like really big in the third quarter, you're in the red zone. You just take the points. Take 3 points. It's 3 yards. You're playing a really good defense. Just get out of there. If you lose by fucking 3 points because of that decision, whatever. I mean, it was a smart. You're not going to get knocked for it. Like you get knocked for what happened.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's easier said sitting on the couch than on the field.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, if he would have just taken them simple points and maintained, man, they had that game, which makes you wonder why did they do that? And we'll never know, but whatever, dude. I think we can assume.
It's a good lesson to be learned from every team watching the game,
because everybody's doing that nowadays, man. Everybody's going for that 4th down play. But yeah, let's get into the
Stefanski's big on that. He's big on that too.
Let's get into some of the gambling information here. Although I am ready. The last thing I said was looking at the last 5. That Ravens game has a big impact here, and I think I like that. Mahomes, the dynasty, people question if it's going to be a dynasty or not. Andy Reid getting old, Kelsey getting old. Can Mahomes carry them into the future? It's this dynasty with Reid. Reid can't be the coach forever. He's getting old, so I think he gets another one right here, and I think that Reid retires after this one. And I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I'm making my pick, the Chiefs.
Every single detail tells me the only part of this game that the Chiefs don't, or the Niners don't have an advantage at, is the quarterback position. But it's fucking Patrick Mahomes, you know. Like, I saw multiple plays last game where I'm like, am I really gonna like bet against this guy again, like I did against the Ravens? I can't do it. I know how talented the Niners are, but they did just squeeze through 2 games of teams that haven't really experienced this yet. And the Chiefs are very, very experienced. If it takes Patrick Mahomes just throwing it to fucking Travis Kelce most of the game, it probably will work enough. It's just, what can their defense do to stop the Niners? I think their defense
You really
good
think
enough.
that, though? Dude,
Yeah.
they've got a filthy defense, bro. I mean, dude,
I think the Chiefs have a fair.
Let's go back to the last thing we were looking at, their schedule. Have they like faced a defense as good as the Niners and in that 5-game stretch? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I don't think so. And they were struggling before that.
But like the plays that he did, like they were not.
What?
They were hard, very hard.
Hold on. Did you just say the Ravens' defense was supposed to be as good or better than the Niners?
Yes, statistically, look at it in the league rankings. Like, they had a top 3 defense.
Baltimore league raw data will tell you that yes, he's correct. They allowed 16 points per game. That was first in the NFL. And then Buffalo.
What does the SRS have?
Yeah, we're gonna talk the SRS. You already know.
Not the SRS, but what is the damn you know what I'm saying? What do they have them ranked?
Well, Baltimore number 1. They're in raw data in terms of the raw amount of points that they have allowed. They are number 1 in the NFL on defense. Buffalo, allowing 18 points per game, is number 4. And then if you want to take a peek even at Miami too, they might not be a very good defensive team. I wouldn't count Miami. But they also put up 26 points in freezing cold weather on them. Miami didn't have a very good defense. They're 22nd in the league. But still, they still put up 26 points against them in freezing weather. So I got to give them some credit. So, yeah, then let's look San Francisco. Where are they ranked on the defensive end? Come on, please.
They're 1. I would assume they're 2.
I would assume they're 2. I thought they were first. Player-wise, they are. I mean, now that they got Chase Young kind of moving with Bosa and them boys.
On paper, no doubt they have 49ers would have the best defense.
Yeah.
They are okay. They are 3rd. So damn, dude, if the Chiefs really do win the Super Bowl, man, they really earned it, man. They had to get through the 4th, 2nd, and 3rd defense to win the championship. And they say defense wins championships. How the hell did they even get there?
Yeah,
if that's true.
The play calling is just gonna be tight, I think, for Andy Reid. He's gonna make the play. It doesn't matter if he has to do it over and over again. He's gonna feed the guys he has to feed.
Now let's take a look at that SRS number, and I'm going to explain it real quick, just so if anybody new tunes in here. The SRS is basically a point spread against average. So Baltimore Ravens have a 13 SRS. That means they'd be expected to beat an average middle-of-the-pack team by 13 points. That's pretty fucking crazy. They calculate this with a mathematical formula that takes into account the margin of victory as well as the strength of schedule. So it's a damn good number, and they use this number to make spreads in Vegas with the sports books during the regular season. Playoffs, it's a little different, but regular season, you can look at the difference of this number between 2 teams, and a lot of times it will be the exact spread. So that's why I'm big on this number. So if we want to compare these 2 teams, it is going to tell you. Now, again, this isn't a good thing to use in the playoffs. But yeah, it's going to tell you that San Fran would have like an 8-point advantage.
No,
Kansas City has about a 4, which is respectable. 7th in the NFL. So 4 points better than an average team. They did have some rough times this year. 49ers really didn't have rough times. They might have had one or two slip-up games here and there. For the most part, super consistent. They were the second best team. The Ravens were actually the number one.
If they're not the number one SRS, they've got to be at least number 2. There's no
Yes.
way that they're number 3, dude. No
So
way.
it's about a 7-point spread, man. That's about a 8 to 7 point spread right there. Now the actual spread in this game is only 2 points.
2.
Oh, another critical part of this game we haven't really gotten to yet is the special teams. Like, because recently the Niners kicker hasn't been kicking well. I think the Chiefs have the advantage there with Harrison Butker. They got a decent punting game too that can help a little bit. It shouldn't be a major disparity, but from the just kicking field goals and extra points perspective, I think the Chiefs also have an advantage in that.
Oh yeah, dude, Moody fucked him against the Browns, dude. He missed that shit wide right, and he did it again. He did it again early in the game and against Detroit.
Yeah,
little beady-eyed fuck.
So like that'd be big for if you're wanting to take that +2 for the Chiefs.
But yeah, the Chiefs money line was +110, so pretty close to even. San Fran was -130, so they are starting to tick a little bit up there, but that's still, if you really think the 49ers are going to win the game, you can still say fuck the spread. I can bet that money line. I would think if you really got a good look that you think they're going to win. I don't. I like the Chiefs. The over-under is 47 points, so they expect each team to score right around 24 points somewhere. Or maybe there's a difference one way or the other, but like that'd be like a 21-17 type of game, maybe. No, a little more than that.
Would you say this would be more miserable if you were the Niners over the Chiefs? Because like from a Chiefs perspective, it would be like rumors of like, oh, is this Kelsey's last go around? Yeah, end of a dynasty. But like,
the Niners,
they have Mahomes
is this
on a long-term contract.
Yeah,
they have Mahomes for like 2 decades, man. They'll be fine.
And then
Niners might want to
the Niners. This is it, dude.
Right?
The Niners.
This
is it.
How do you keep all this talent together?
You can't.
This is it. Brock Purdy's not going to be in a rookie contract forever. He's not going to be over there living with his fucking fiance for like $100 a week. Like he's
going
be
home to Iowa and
he's
shit.
Gonna be having a fucking little mansion in fucking Beverly Hills pretty soon.
Yeah, he's gonna get a big paycheck.
Though. Oh yeah, because he does play for the little fancy.
Dude, Baker might get like 35 to 40 million on the free agent market, dude. Yes, that's what they're saying.
Wait, dude,
Spot Track has him.
Like
dude, look at what they have.
60 million. Yeah, I saw him at 2 for 6.
Here, let's see what the experts say on Spot Track.
Wait, Joe,
Spot Track's just one fucking expert. That's just one damn person. But what do they say?
I mean, about that story?
I heard 2 for 60 was his best bet, which is still good for him because he was damn near halfway out. It was still halfway out the league, and that's what he wanted when he was trying to get his contract in Cleveland. He wanted 30.
Okay, you're a little bit more right. They're saying a 4-year salary at $27 million per year would be good for him. So I guess if like 2 years, 60 would kind of be somewhat equivalent.
A little more, yeah.
Dude, no bullshit. I would give Baker Mayfield more money than I give like Derek Carr. Honestly, like the way Derek Carr is.
I know that was how we used to when Baker was having
on the Saints.
When Baker was playing after Baker's rookie year. Yes, we were saying stuff like that. After Baker went off his rookie year, we were saying a lot of stuff like that. I don't know about that anymore. If you look at what Derek Carr did, there were some things in his numbers that indicated that he played well, but the offense was not putting him in position to throw the ball downfield. And that might have been fucking Sean Payton's fault. Or no, he's in Denver now. Who the hell is their coach? Yeah, exactly. They don't have Sean Payton anymore. They don't have Sean Payton.
Well, just to put it this way, my brother and I were arguing about Baker. He was talking to a bunch of his friends on a chat, and they're like, saying that he's whatever. And I'm like, bro, there's at least 20 quarterbacks better than him in the NFL. He's not a top. I said not even a top 15. Bro, I came up with 23 quarterbacks better than him, bro.
It's just
Like
if I was a fan,
it was easier for me to come up with players that he was better than it was that are better than him. And it's not even me being, I was being very generous.
well,
I was being very generous.
Simply put, like if I was a fan of a team that needed a quarterback, I'd just rather like root for Baker Mayfield than Derek Carr, honestly. Like I don't care.
I'm opposite. I liked Derek Carr when he came in the
I
league.
don't
I've
think
always liked him.
Baker is like an upper echelon quarterback, but between him and like 3 or 4 or 5 guys, between him and guys better than him, I don't really think there's that big of a difference at this point. There's
between who?
Between Baker and like
I'll tell you what the
guys,
difference is.
Like Derek
I'll
Carr
tell you like a few inches of height.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the
but
fucking
like
difference.
that didn't seem to really matter that much for him.
A few inches and a bottle of Smirnoff. That's the difference between
inevitably he
Baker.
just lost to a better team, but like he fucking destroyed the Eagles defense, and he was rolling at the end of that.
Yeah, that was inevitable though. That was like listen. At the end of the day, the Eagles shit the bed, and that's kind of like the Steelers win for the Browns. That was a good win, but their defense did their thing. But whatever, I knew that was gonna happen, but it is what it is. It's all good. I was just trying to get at but still to say that he's 24 out of 32 quarterbacks. I mean, that gives him a starting
that's
job.
Still money,
dude.
man. That's still There's a lot of quarterback talent. Look at some of these backups that come in, dude. These backups are looking solid. So if you're a top 25 quarterback, hell, you're making money.
There's like
So I'm not gonna sit there and hate and be like he's not. He's in the league, dude.
There's at least 3 guys in this upcoming class that I think will be better than Baker, but like excluding them, I would say I could comfortably say
Caleb Williams. Don't say Caleb Williams.
I would say comfortably that Baker Mayfield is at least a top 18 quarterback right now.
I already proved that there's 23 quarterbacks better. I wrote the list down and sent it to my brother. Literally.
Your list is about to get bigger, bro, because of some of these rookies. I don't think Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams is going to be
but those other dudes like Jaden Daniels could be good. Drake May could be good. Maybe McCarthy. Who knows?
Here's what I'll say. Drake May is going to be really good. He's a fucking stud. I know most people that don't like because they're not on a lot. He's a fucking stud. Like he makes those throws. Like he would be perfect in like an Andy Reid system. Or a fucking Patriots if they had Bill Belichick still system. Jaden Daniels, though, dude, he's got to go to the right team, but he can be
that has a good offensive line, so he doesn't get killed because he's a little guy.
He's got like honestly, if you're the Cowboys, dude, get rid of Dak. Put fucking that guy in there, dude. That would be fun.
Dude, if the Cowboys got rid of Dak, he would end up on a good team and win a Super Bowl, I bet.
They're too stingy. Dude, he's too stingy. They won't even get rid of their fucking head coach, dude. Everyone wants them and thinks they should do it. They're like, no, 1 more year.
I would take 1 more year of McCarthy, man. He's been 12-5 every year.
Yeah. No, I
now
agree.
if he goes 12-5 and loses in the first round again, then maybe you can start talking.
That's the thing. It's a similar circumstance as with Ohio State and Ryan Day. Like you gotta, they have so much talent. They gotta make at least another leap. And right now, and I don't think they're gonna do it with him at home.
All right, but anyways, let's look at some of the popular news that's going on with this. So, all right, they did a simulation here, the Super Bowl simulation. Let's see what happens. Let's see, what are they saying? Is there like just a score? The 49ers were able to win Super Bowl, whatever it is, 10-6. Man, they're stupid. Their simulation's stupid. The scoring's going to be higher than that. If Vegas has the line, man, this simulation doesn't take in the fact that them in Vegas, they tend to like, sometimes they miss it by 10 points, but in this situation, they're not going to miss the over under by 20 points. I'm sorry. They're just not. It's not going to be 10-6. It's fuck AI. It's stupid. Simulations are dumb.
I think that there's going to be more longer drives, less possessions in this game. But if I had to give like a guess, I would say like the Chiefs 31, the Niners 27.
All right, let's see what Andy Reid shared his opinion on Brock Purdy. Did Andy Reid dare call him a system quarterback? Let's see if he said any. I'm sure he gave him some good props.
Andy Reid's a good dude. He ain't gonna say no.
He's like, give me a cheeseburger and shut up.
He's like, were you gonna eat those chicken nuggets? He's like, what about those chicken nuggets? When he fucking puts his dude. I love Andy Reid after that commercial.
I guarantee you there's going to be Andy Reid commercials.
All right, here we go. Reid says, listen, he's a heck of a player. I remember specifically one of those Saturday afternoons watching him in college, and I remember the head coach, Matt Campbell of Iowa State, saying, this guy has changed our program. Changing a program, that's big. And that's what he is. He is doing that in the National Football League. So, yeah, with the whole system quarterback talk with Brock, people forget that he was a top 5 quarterback prospect at one point at Iowa State. He just things just didn't go right those next 2 years. And then he kind of fell all the way to the end of the draft.
Yeah, that's bad scouting. Good scouting for the Niners. Unless you think the NFL is just rigged and they set up the Niners to have a Tom Brady-esque quarterback for 5-6 years like they did the Patriots to go on some runs on a rookie contract. But I'm just saying.
Oh, dude. Here, I'm like totally being sarcastic here, but like
get off of his rookie contract, like on a real note.
I think like 250 or something.
No, when does his rookie contract end?
I think after this year.
Oh, it's usually you have to sign a 4-year rookie contract. It's at least 4 years.
Ooh, I think 7. I think after the first round or after the second, one of those two, it's only a 3-year deal. So let's take a look at that. We can take a look at that. Let's see. Yeah, what does the future of Brock Purdy look like? Will they just bring in another system quarterback when he leaves? Oh, I'm sorry.
They're gonna draft Spencer Rattler at fucking.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the next
they draft Spencer Rattler as the last pick.
If that's the case, if he's a good system quarterback, then why couldn't Alex, the guy that they drafted, I can't remember his name. Yeah, why fuck couldn't he do anything?
You're talking Trey. You mean Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, yeah. Was he just trash? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he was just too much.
And you can plug, he was a fucking top 10
I just
pick.
Don't think he was
right. That's a good point, Tim. That's a good point.
It was like at the time, it felt like you watch tapes of him and stuff, and you're like, this guy could fit. But then, like, I think about it more, and he's more like kind of. The thought of him would be like how the Colts want.
So then he's not a system quarterback.
No,
and
he's more.
He has to have an offense made for him.
Yeah, like he's.
I think no, I got it, dude. I got it all figured out why Trey Lance wouldn't work. Now you see the 49ers offense, you have a lot of really good players. So your quarterback has to be super smart and be able to process things really quickly. Yeah. Remember, Purdy is white.
Yeah.
Purdy is a white man. Not gonna say anything about Trey Lance. He's a little mulatto, but
is he? Yeah. What is he? He's like
mulatto.
Yeah, no. He's not purebred. Colors like
you gotta have a purebred to run.
Pretty sure
to run the San Fran offense. You gotta have a purebred.
Pretty sure he was boning calling cowards.
Speaking of the purebreds, don't we have 2 pure? No, we don't. I forgot. We got.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, this is the boosted bowl. The booster bowl.
What is Mahomes? Does he have like a splash of like? What is he?
Mahomes is fucking white.
Have you seen his dad?
He's got
a white man.
No,
What's his dad? No,
He gets a
his
little
dad-
tan.
No, dude, his dad's dark, dude.
his dad's dark. So then his dad's just got.
Oh yeah, his
weak-ass
dad.
genes.
Okay, his dad is black. I have his dad's baseball card, and he's
Yeah, his dad is black. His dad's just got weak genes, dude. Because his kid came out looking like, never.
Dude, I do hope they pick Spencer Rattler, dude. That would be the funniest shit.
They're like, yeah, well,
it would
yeah,
be a
one it
similar
would
arc.
kind of follow. Spencer Rattler at one point was a pretty hyped
was
up
like a
guy.
top-
He was supposed to
He
be,
was like
yeah.
the best prospect quarterback in that class. And then Caleb Williams shows up. And
just
he's
totally
like-
took his fucking job.
He puts up stats still where he went, but he's just not. I could see him being like a Sam Darnold.
So a total flake out.
Totally, like
I think-
he's got
I think
the
Sam
talent,
Darnold
but he's gonna
is
just be a
aight.
turnover machine. Yeah,
I think
had better
Sam
hopes for
Darnold-
but-
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, Baker definitely turned out to be better than Sam Darnold. I'll
Sam
give him
Darnold
that.
sees ghosts though. He
just-
sees fucking ghosts.
Yeah, it was just the same thing watching him in college as Sam Darnold, though. Like as soon as Spencer Rattler would come out of the games and they'd put Caleb Williams, I'm like, why the fuck was this guy not starting in first string the whole time, dude?
And listen, anybody named Spencer, you have to question. And second, anybody that wears nail polish, you have to question. So these two people are questionable in my life. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
All right, but anyways, going back to this thought on Purdy, he has 2024. So I was
Right.
wrong. His rookie contract was 4 years. So he'll have next year and 2025. And he's only getting paid. He's going to be paid $1 million at most.
Look at that bonus, dude.
Oh my. Wait, this is this is his signing bonus, dude. It's 19 bands.
is
That's it.
What
Dude,
is it?
guys
So-
get like $24 million bonuses as a rookie.
So Purdy got 19 bands, dude.
As his signing bonus. Like when he
That's
signed
not
that
even,
contract,
like-
that's it.
That's not even like a fucking Toyota Corolla, like a 2024 Toyota Corolla.
Bro, I could go to Canton. I could go to Canton, find a drug dealer that would pay me that to go run some fucking heroin across the United States.
He better
mean,
hope
you
Trent Williams stays around.
To be honest, dude, people sit at home and collect that from the government.
People trade a stock, dude. People will do a day trade and make 19 bands.
I'm gonna
dude.
hit a parlay
Yeah.
tonight and make
Shit,
more than
there's
him.
players
Yeah,
on the
Durs might hit a crazy parlay and make 19.
There's players on the Niners that spend that on dinner that night. You know,
Every night.
Like,
Every
yeah,
night.
dude. What the like? That's crazy. So, but I would imagine that they're fading them out on the side. And I would-
Bring me some shark fin soup. It's like, dude.
You think
you
the
can't
players? You think
experience
his teammates are like hooking him up? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
McCaffrey's
dude,
hooking him up,
that
sure.
dude don't ever have to pay for no meals when he goes
Yeah.
out to eat. Oh yeah, for sure. I would hope so. I would
mean, a
hope
lot
so,
of
and I
times
would think
when
so.
athletes go anyway out to eat, like, and not just athletes, prominent figures, the places like jelk them off and give them the food for free. So, like, thanks for trying. Now tell everyone else about us.
damn, bro.
But-
People be buying cars that's worth more than his entire 4-year contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy, bro. It makes you wonder. But then again, they probably, I would like to think that they probably hit him up with something on the side.
Oh, dude, if they win this Super Bowl, Purdy's agent, he's gonna be like, dude, Purdy could make $1 million doing commercials.
I'm not saying that they're going
Dude, he
to do
would
this.
college players make more money, dude.
Yeah. Fucking
No,
fifth
no
strings that haven't even taken a snap yet.
Yeah,
Fuck
if he
that.
wins this Super Bowl, and if he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to make a ton of money from marketing. He's going to make enough money to cover probably his next 2 years, and he could tell the 49ers, hey, yeah, if I sit out, I don't make my money, whatever. I just made that money
but
doing marketing.
His marketing ain't worth shit if he ain't playing.
You know,
But
I
I'm
wouldn't-
saying he doesn't do that until he gets to training camp. Like they wait, they're strategic. I think he can make enough this summer and this offseason, dude. We're doing commercials and shit. I think he could.
Dude, who's the girl that played for Reese from LSU?
Angel Reese.
Yeah, she makes like $2-3 million playing college basketball.
Oh yeah, there's like a gym.
It's crazy, bro.
So if she if she's marketable like that, imagine a hero like Brock Purdy, Mr. Inevitable, 7th round draft pick. Dude, he's gonna be everywhere for this whole summer, like this whole spring and summer and the beginning of the fall. He'll be everywhere, and he can make that money and then tell the 49ers, "Fuck you, dude." Pick it, and they'd probably pay him.
I wouldn't mark it out though. Like if they do a similar thing, like where 2 years down the line, they find another guy that they draft that they just say fuck it, system quarterbacks take over. We don't have to pay Brock Purdy hell money, you know.
I'll bet this. I'll bet he'll be driving a really nasty car. He'll have a nice big house. They'll fade him out with all that type of stuff, even if he's making
under the table. The owner will the owner under the table.
Yeah, or like, and they'll just say the car dealership donated it, and maybe you'll do a commercial. He'll be, dude. He'll be set. He'll be set.
There's ways around it. There's ways around
it to fix that salary cap to keep it going. There is.
Dude, he's gonna play the Super Bowl.
They do it in college. They're gonna do it in the pros.
In the fucking cornfields, dude. Like, not even joking. Like, that's what he's gonna be doing after it. Go back to fucking Iowa
and
he's gonna go live with. He's gonna go live with Nick Bosa and fuck bitches. That's what he's gonna do. He's like, yo, dude, I'm still poor. Can I live with you in your mansion? So we just party all summer. We already won the Super Bowl. Yeah, they come back completely out of shape.
Is Purdy's girlfriend hot?
Probably.
Is she like an Iowa like cornbread fed?
Yeah, the hot, nice, thick.
Hottie. Because dude, Iowa's got some hot, thicky.
Hey, maybe he's dating Caitlin Clark, dude. Dude, I gotta say, dude, that chick is a fucking beast, bro.
She's the Caitlin Clark.
She pisses me off. She makes $3 million too, $4 million too.
But listen, man, the reason why Caitlin Clark makes that money, I'm not a college basketball fan. I can't name a single men's player. I can't. I don't know a single men's college basketball player, but I know who Caitlin Clark is. And I know exactly what she looks like and how good she is.
Yeah, but she looks like a college dude basketball player, honestly. And second, what she did to that poor girl here in Columbus after she lost, she disgusts me as a human.
Dude, I think that's his sister.
Damn, she's hot.
That's his sister, bro. They look the same, dude. Look at the eyes.
Hold on, I gotta go to my laptop.
Brock Purdy's into some incest, man. That's his sister,
dude.
bro.
She look hot to me, dude. She go back.
I'm not saying she's not hot. I'm just saying look at their eyes, dude.
They look very similar, dude. Maybe they're stoned. They both have like slanty eyes. Because my eyes
this one's not as bad, but still they could be related.
Maybe, yeah. He needs. Wait, go to the pool picture. Go to the pool picture when she has darker hair. Her hair looks different. See, look next to her with darker hair, they look different.
Well, he had enough. That looks like a fake boobie right there. He had enough for some boobies.
Oh yeah, she's hot, bro. I'll take that.
I can't be the first person to think that. Is Brock Purdy's girlfriend his sister?
All right, let's see what people say. I wonder. I never thought that until you said it.
It says Brock Purdy's girlfriend is his sister, and since they live in San Francisco, a liberal hellhole that is legal. Their child is
it is his sister, and they live in a box on the corner of Figueroa. Okay. It's all starting to make sense.
She set the record for homeless abortions in 2003 this year. Coat hanger abortions. I'm just making fun because they live in San Francisco. Obviously, they have a
He's from
lavish
Iowa,
lifestyle.
bro. He's from Iowa. You
That's
can't
true.
even
He's
say
cool. I
that
should be
about him.
nicer to Purdy.
Yeah. This
He
bug
didn't have a choice, man. He didn't have a choice. They
he got
picked him.
drafted by San Francisco, but like Durs said, as soon as doesn't have to be in San Francisco, where is he, Durs?
Iowa.
He's going back to Iowa, probably. Yeah.
Going back to Iowa on his
Initially, I
tractor
was
doing
thinking
man
about,
shit. Like I was saying last night, Gil, a man loves his lawnmower, you know, a man loves his yard or loves that, you know, doing their own, mowing their own lawn and shit. That's a real man. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Did you feel what I'm saying? Am I being like, whatever it is called these days? Does that make sense? I bet Patrick Mahomes isn't gonna go back to no damn. You know, he's gonna be like.
He's going to visit his brother in the cell after that, dude.
What did his brother do? Like, didn't he like rape a chick or something?
Sexual assault. Yeah, wait, is he locked up?
Yeah, he just got in trouble.
Like, still in jail? Yeah, there's no way, dude. They'd pay him out of that shit.
He can just get out of there. But it was like some sexual assault, I think, from like a restaurant.
I wonder how much his bail was. You think it was enough where, Patrick probably did cover that. Why wouldn't he?
Dude, he's just one of those people. You're like, you can try and shape stories about a guy just getting fucked over because of popularity and they can get paid, but like, dude, I totally can see a guy like that doing it multiple times.
He's just a fucking
disrespectful fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah,
he's the shitty brother.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I just can't
honestly,
believe it.
I don't think he's a shitty brother. I mean, if my brother was I guess I wouldn't be such an asshole like that.
Would you sexually assault a girl just because your brother is Patrick Mahomes? No.
No, I mean, like, because he's a fucking, how good Patrick Mahomes is, like, that guy could have played, like.
So wait, what does his brother look like? Shit. Is he dark? Is he darker? Or is he like,
he looks like he rides the special bus is what he looks like.
Spencer Rattler.
What's his little name again? What is Jackson, like Michael Jackson. He's a weirdo.
I keep picturing his brother being like a white dude for some reason.
He looks like Spencer Rattler, kind of.
Oh, God. Like Trey Young?
Dude, you know deep down Patrick Mahomes does not fuck with his brother. Like, you know for a fact he does not fuck with this dude. Like, but he's got to take pictures with them. It's family and shit. But deep down, he's like,
I mean, his brother's probably like, my brother sounds like fucking Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
My brother's bitch is fucking crazy.
It's like, when's my appearance? It's been
looks like he's taller though. He's like, what if Jackson Mahomes is actually better than Patrick Mahomes, but he just never got a shot?
Jackson Mahomes is the older brother.
Tore his ACL. Never got a shot.
Mahomes was supposed to be really good at basketball, and then he just fucking stopped.
Well, looks like he likes to party, and he probably likes to do some other shit.
Okay, looks like he's got some Super Bowl storylines, though. Let's see. I think is he calling Brock a system?
I hope not, bro.
It says Patrick Mahomes' hateable brother is back to being a loudmouth. So he's still talking. It's amazing how loud Jackson Mahomes is these days after 3 sexual battery felonies magically disappeared just before the NFL playoffs started.
Wow.
Let's see. He was screaming like an idiot. So I guess he was going crazy in the suite. He was like, yeah, I mean, he's excited. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Who cares if he yelled on his Instagram? You guys are nitpicking there, you fucking poop.
Yeah, they are nitpick. They're like, after likely being told to lay low by his lawyers while he went through the sexual battery case.
What, like he's not allowed to celebrate because his brother just won the game and go to the Super Bowl? Shut the fuck up, dude. That's a dumb...
Well, I don't know. Rapists aren't allowed to celebrate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Actually, maybe rapists shouldn't be allowed to celebrate.
Rape anybody. Sexual assault.
Yeah, he's just grabbing some titties. That's
he's
almost
just
like
Ben Roethlisbergering it.
Think of how many people get away with grabbing some titties, dude.
Bro, I mean, Trump grabbed her by the you know what. He got away with it. So they say.
I think that's kind of
He looks
like,
Asian,
I don't think
dude.
Trump meant
he
that
looks,
when he said it. I think he meant
no, I
more of
don't
like it's
either.
very
I don't
easy.
either.
I think and he just meant it's
Can
very
we look
easy.
at that picture again real fast? He looks Asian to me, kind of, bro. He doesn't look like Patrick Mahomes all the way at all. That picture shows it way more. Look. Yeah, they do look alike, but he looks kind of Asian.
Don't their noses look? I mean, it's obviously the angle, but they look like complete opposite, dude.
No, it looks
Maybe
similar.
he's having.
It's a different. It's a
Maybe he's
weird
having.
angle. They're at a different angle.
Maybe he's having an identity crisis.
So wait, where's this part about? Where's this part about him talking shit on Purdy? They're just saying that Purdy is the only one that can shut him up. So it looks like Jackson Mahomes didn't go out and say anything crazy like Purdy's a system quarterback, which I almost kind of wish would happen. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, no, all he did was celebrate. That's a stupid article, man. All he did was celebrate that they're going to the Super Bowl, and they're like, "Oh, look, he made a social media post. He shouldn't be doing that." Brock Purdy must shut him up. No,
pisses me off when I read articles like that. I do it every day, and it pisses me off. I'm like, dude, you just wasted my whole fucking time going through this.
I thought there was going to be something there that he called him a system QB, man.
Right.
Brock's going to get his receipts ready. All the people that called me a system quarterback, he's got them ready.
That last picture looks like Jackson had a white girlfriend. And so does Patrick. So
it might have been Patrick's wife.
There was
if Jackson, I don't know if Jackson Mahomes is going to be able to get a girlfriend, man.
It was two white girls. Oh, you took it down.
I mean, honestly, I can see
that was probably their sister, man. They have a sister too.
He could very easily find a fucking.
I mean, would he be? You think not everybody be hanging on their sister, bro? Yeah. That's kind of gross. Go back. You were just right there.
No, I'm saying that picture might have been the sister.
It's at the top. It's at the top.
All right here.
And
that's probably
at the very top. Oh, okay, yeah, right there. I'm watching on my laptop, so there's like a little bit of delay. Yeah.
I don't know if that's his girlfriend or not. That might be Emily or whatever. What's Mahomes' girlfriend's name again, or wife or whatever? No, that's. I don't know. I don't know this shit.
Is that his mom on his lap?
That could be they have a sister too, Mia. That could be Mia. That could be Mahomes.
Gil is definitely insisting on the sister joining in the fun, dude. No matter.
I'm just saying the picture. Okay, that is Mahomes' wife. I've seen her before. That's Mahomes' wife. I don't think Jackson has a girlfriend, bro. I don't know if anybody would want to date him right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like he could very easily get like
some dumb chick.
I saw the picture difference. I saw a chick on his lap and then a white girl by Jackson. That's how I saw it in the small thing without it being open. So it looked like two couples standing there. That's all I was.
No, but when you zoom in, it looked like it was the mom and then Mahomes' wife.
Yeah, it was like a family picture, kind of, which was weird.
Jackson Mahomes has an AI girlfriend, AI OnlyFans girlfriend.
He's got one of those robotic girlfriends.
Yeah, I mean they're probably rich enough to afford that shit. You already know it exists.
You know what though? That would be good for America. He wouldn't be procreating. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Just a bunch of planktons in his fucking robot wife's fucking.
He'll just be shooting loads in the robot and like calling it a day.
Like I'm
gonna program this robot tonight, baby. I'm gonna show this program who's boss. Anyways.
All right, but according to ESPN's matchup predictor, man, holy shit, that's kind of significant. They're saying about 60% for San Fran and 40% for Kansas City. That does not line up with the odds. So what does ESPN know? Because that don't line up with that does not.
ESPN
I look at this shit. I do a lot of gambling. Sometimes if I actually go try hard like I do for baseball, I do use this.
Really, dude? I don't trust
Not
ES. Besides for stats,
I
I don't
use it
trust
as
any of their analysts. They all suck.
I don't use
Oh.
it, but I look at it and use it to factor my like what is ESPN saying? What are their analytics saying? Because at the end of the day, this isn't a guy. This is an analytic system. This is some sort of algorithm that spits this out. Now, again, I don't trust that. Football isn't a sport that's played between human beings, not computers. Computers can try to predict the winner, but I don't know. What this says to me, man, to put my tinfoil hat on, is I think they want people betting on San Fran because Kansas City's going to win. Because like I said, with that San Fran money line, like that's takeable. Well, if San Fran's the favorite, they're going to bet that money line, and that's going to they're going to steal. They're going to steal. Dude.
I would probably say the opposite. I would say that there's a whole bunch of NFL fans that aren't NFL fans called Taylor Swift fans, and that's where she comes into the show. And it has nothing to do is there's a lot of people that are watching the NFL that don't normally watch the NFL that would probably
and they're going to say let's gamble. They never even gamble before or watch football, and they say let's do it. Let's bet. We'll pick the Chiefs.
And then we'll take the Chiefs. Yeah. We get 2 points. Oh yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs. You know, I'm telling you, Vegas is sitting there waiting for that. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to take advantage of this situation.
Although the way they have it set up, I'm pretty sure that no matter who wins, Vegas profits. That's the reason they make odds.
What. That's Vegas.
That's how they build odds. They build odds so that no matter what, no matter who wins, what the fucking score is, it's rigged for them to profit. That's why you have different. That's why it's not just you pick one winner or the other at even odds. There's the money line, there's the spread, all that shit.
And to that point, or to the other side of it all, it could go well. They lose by 1, and or they win by 1, and the Chiefs still cover if they're expect. There's like different ways that they could do it to make it still. I don't know.
All right, guys. There is one way. We can. The best way to determine who is going to win this game. Who is Drake betting on? Let's find out.
Is Drizzy Drizzle?
Because he always gets it wrong. So you just pick against him. Oh, he did bet on. Oh no, he had bet on the Kansas. That's right. He bet on the Kansas City Chiefs to win it all earlier this season.
Well, no! Thank God I took the Niners. Me personally, I took the Niners in our preview show. And I'm going to stick with that pick.
I'll put 20 on the Chiefs right now.
You did? You're with me, Durs? I'm still with the Chiefs, man. I think they're going to win this game. Mahomes and Reed.
I mean, honestly, if he did that in the earlier point of the season when they were like kind of iffy, that sounds like less of a curse and more of a fucking good thing. Because he knew they were going to somehow make the Super Bowl.
Even though they're actually, Drake, that's a really good bet by Drake, no matter what. 1 million to win. Oh, no, wait, that was for last year. Let's see. Okay, this was October 2nd. So that was that was not during the Chiefs' struggles, though, I don't think, right?
I mean,
because if he did it, that's when they first started, and they opened up the season. Okay, they started struggling down the stretch.
Well,
if he made that bet in like November, bro, if he made that bet in November, I'd be like, damn, that's actually a good bet.
Chiefs opened up the season with the loss to the Lions.
Wait, when did they play the Raiders?
But it was close, and then they had a couple of good games right after.
They didn't have Aaron Jones or Kelsey.
When did they play the Raiders? Because that was like the worst.
And I'm saying Kelsey because that's what I want to say. I don't give a damn what they want to be called.
Yeah, is that one thing maybe we should look at is the Chiefs' struggles, because the 49ers did not have any point where they struggled like that. They had individual games, but not stretches.
They had a 3-game stretch.
Streak.
3-game stretch where they failed during the Browns. But even one of the games, they lost by a fucking shanked field goal.
I mean, to me, it just comes
Yeah,
down
but
to
there was one
playoff
point
teams.
where we thought maybe the Chiefs might not make the damn playoffs, man. Because the Broncos got hot and the Raiders were winning games, and Kansas City was looking not so good, man. They were like right around 500, I think. Let's see. Load. It's this website, man. It's this fucking website. Okay. Wow. At one point they were 7-2, and then they were 9-6. So that's like 2-4 over that stretch against the
Now, who did they
Eagles.
lose to?
They lost to the Eagles when the Eagles were still good. They lost to the Packers, who ended up being pretty good. They lost to the Bills, who are obviously very good. They did beat the Patriots, thank God. But then they went on
Barely
week
31-27.
Week
Yeah.
16, they lost to the
I remember
Las
that
Vegas
game.
Raiders
Yeah, that
at
was the worst.
home. At home, bro. That was week 16, December
That was the
25th. That
worst
wasn't
I'd
too long
ever
ago.
seen.
Merry fucking Christmas, dude. We're not that far away from Christmas. That was Christmas, man.
That was the worst I'd ever seen.
Shit, dude. But then they kind of started turning things around pretty quickly, huh? Once they got to, it's almost like they didn't give a fuck. And then once they got to the playoffs, like, yeah, Miami ain't shit. Buffalo, yeah, we'll figure it out. Ravens, ain't shit. We'll figure it out. I don't know.
Buffalo blew it themselves again, too. They missed the damn field goal. They should have won that game. Bills.
But then again, one of the 49ers' biggest blunders was late in the season, though. So maybe to the Ravens.
Yeah, but that's just one game. It didn't really mean anything. I mean, it had like a little implication, but not enough to like, you know, I don't know, man. It would have meant more like in the middle of the season. That last game when you already clinched up, who fucking cares? You're just trying to get out of that game without anybody getting hurt, regardless of you're trying to win. You know, you want to win, but you also don't want to get hurt. And if your best player is your running back, you probably ain't trying to run him out and get hurt in your last game of the season.
Bro, this article, see, they keep doing this shit. This article's for the fucking Eagles, bro. They do this shit all the time. There's shitty websites like this fucking stupid Marsa. They change the date on their articles so that it comes up higher and more often in search engines. But this is not from October 23, because the bets they're talking about are talking about like Juju. This is actually from October 2022.
What the fuck? Dig
Right?
Bars Live
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
dropping a new one.
They're lying, man. So we don't know. We don't. We got to figure out, man. What's Drake got here?
I think Drake's got, he's got, yeah. Oh shit. No need.
We want most recent, man. This shit sucks. Anytime.
I mean, honestly, he's Canadian. Do I need to say more?
Okay. We do need to look at the fucking prop bets. Oh my god. You can bet if Travis Kelce will propose to Taylor Swift.
See what I'm saying, bro? Vegas is like, we're cleaning
We
up
gotta
on
see.
this
Yeah, we do.
shit.
We do have to. That is a Super Bowl thing. We gotta make fun of these prop bets.
I forgot. I was gonna ask you if you could bet on. I forgot what my prop bet was. I forgot. Oh, can you see if? I mean,
how many times will
really
Taylor Swift have to use the bathroom?
or like if like who's gonna be like special guests on in the halftime show? Because I'm hoping there's gonna be a couple guys. I think Usher can be dope, bro. Like he's not bad.
Well, can you bet on if Taylor Swift will get bent out by Travis's brother Jason in the sweet bathroom?
Doing his Bert Kreischer impression. His best Bert Kreischer impression of drinking beers with no shirt on, like, yeah.
All right.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Let's see, how bad will the Usher halftime show be? Bad or really bad? That's the options. You can't even
Really,
bet if it's
dude?
good. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I was like, really? They're really doing that, huh? Because I'll go. That's pretty objective. I'll take
You know
it.
what? Fuck these stupid articles, man. Let's just look at it ourselves on DraftKings. They're gonna have it all on here. Asshole article writers just trying to beat us down, dude. Fuck them fucking little shits. Little journalists, little shits. I ain't no journalist, man. I'm a fucking artist.
I claim to be a journalist. I went to college.
Cheers, you're a little
I'm a
sweaty
writer.
gambler. You haven't looked into this shit yet for the props?
What? Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
I was
what-
probably just gonna do McCaffrey and Kelsey.
No,
touchdowns.
the novelty props.
I
Like
don't do those.
Like what color will the
No, I don't do that shit.
Where is it? Where's the crazy shit?
Like, how long will the national anthem be? And shit like that. Like,
What color is
they?
the Gatorade, dude? That one's a good one.
Yeah, the Gatorade.
Purple or lime?
Who's gonna win the coin toss? That
These
could
are
start
all
the
just
game off good and
gameplay.
bad
These are
for
all
somebody.
gameplay.
Will
Correct
Taylor
score.
Swift?
Maybe we do have to do one of these stupid articles to figure this out. Where would I even look for that shit on DraftKings? Do I have to go to a separate? I would think it would be novelty props. They have something called novelty props or Super Bowl specials. No.
I mean, here for Super Bowl MVP.
I wonder if there's
if you had
one
the
like
Chiefs winning, would you just take Patrick Mahomes plus 125, or like Pacheco's great value plus 2,800? So $1 for like $28. Or Kelsey plus 1,200 if he has one of those 2 or 3 touchdown games.
Y'all know what I'm talking. Where the fuck? They don't have. I don't see any of like the stupid ones on DraftKings. Popular, maybe.
No, maybe
maybe Vegas is the only ones that like entertain the stupid prop bets. Oh well,
DraftKings would get in on that, man. Yeah, DraftKings is one of the big ones.
Like I wonder if Usher will. Dude, there's so much to it. Oh my god.
Bovada will have them, dude. Bovada has the wacky shit. I kind of want to get back on Bovada, man. Dude, Bovada, you can bet on people.
Bovada or Devada? What was it?
Bovada.
Devada.
Dude, you can bet on like Madden 20, Madden 2020 simulations. People they run these, and there's a way to like find it. And here it is on Twitch. They're on Twitch. It's a Madden simulation that you watch on Twitch, and you can bet on it.
Fucking people bet on anything. I wouldn't trust it.
You ever bet on ping pong? Some people fucking love betting on shit like that, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, though, if you're good at it, just fuck it. I'm not watching their fucking a tennis match or something.
Special bets. Here we go. Coin toss. Come on.
Yeah.
Where's the weird shit? No, there's that.
Where
is all the weird shit? We're going to have to use one of those fucking stupid. Maybe they don't.
Is Taylor going to reveal that she actually has a penis and a vagina?
She's a
I'll take that
hemaffer.
bet. I'll take that. I'll put $1. I'll put $1 on that bet. I'll put $1 on it. Because hell, you never know. You could
Yeah,
do
who
it.
will
You can
take?
get.
Yeah, I'll call up a sports book. Say, hey man, I don't see the. I'm. Will you give me like $1 to win 100? Maybe if T Swift admits she's hermaphrodite. Why the fuck isn't she doing the halftime show, dude? With all this, wasn't she supposed to do it and then she didn't get it? Remember that? And it was hilarious. Yeah,
So
they
like,
announced
okay,
Taylor Swift was for last year's Super Bowl. They had or was that this year? They at one point they announced Taylor Swift was going to do Super Bowl, and then they're like, nah.
wasn't last year's the rap one? Who was it? It was 50 Cent,
Eminem,
not 50
Dr.
Cent.
Dre.
Eminem. Dude, that's kind of weird. And then this year, Detroit. You know.
I liked last year's.
So who was the actual? It was Eminem, Dre, 50, but who was the one
I
performing? It
think
was Eminem.
Was Kendrick Lamar there too, or was that the year before?
Yeah,
I think it was the
Kendrick.
year
So it had to be. It had to be Eminem. It had to be Eminem was the halftime show. I can't believe I don't. Well, Gil was puking, so I don't expect him to remember.
Not a reliable source.
Not a reliable source on last year's Super Bowl. I will not ask. Like the touchdown, I remember calling that dude's the linebacker's touchdown, going, "Oh, he picks up the fumble." 38, 37. Oh, he takes it.
Could have been Jock. Could have been Jock.
I'm legitimately starting to get mad. I can't find any of this shit. Fine, here we go. The Sports Geek. I looked through 2 sports books and couldn't find it. Maybe they don't come out with the weird bets yet, but of course this website fucking blows. I'm gonna
get Leah Thomas's lawyer and try to get a petition to make sure Vegas has a bet so that we could bet on whether Taylor is gonna have a bigger hog than Travis Kelce.
Yeah, whose dick is bigger?
Whose dick's bigger? I think in the middle of the game, at
heavy
the halftime
favorite.
show,
Swift is a heavy favorite, man.
Yeah, she's gonna pull that white massive hog out, and it's actually gonna be black. That's the funny part. She's actually gonna whip out a black one, and it's gonna fucking just flop on the table, and Travis is gonna what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Okay, let's see. How many times will Tom Brady be mentioned on the broadcast? The over-under is 1.5?
Over.
Bro, give me over on that, man.
By a lot. He's going to be in a bunch of commercials, so they're going to...
Yeah, but that's what everybody thinks. So the Vegas will just call... So they'll just call the fucking Chris Collinsworth, whoever's calling the game, and be like, yo, don't mention Tom Brady, like, at all. If you do it on accident one time, that's okay. Just do not say it twice. Because everybody's going to be betting the over on that. These are rigged.
Super.
This is for last year's, bro.
Oh, so it was Rihanna. So she brought out... What does Rihanna have to do? So then the 50 Cent shit was the year before. Remember she came out all fat and pregnant and shit, looking like a fucking hog? The fuck? That was the worst halftime performance ever, dude. Who wants to see some 9-month-old the baby's arm was halfway hanging out of her when she was performing, dude. Like, fuck, dude. At least prepare us for that. There was an actual prop bet where she show her belly. Like, I hope not. I think she did, though. I think she did.
Will Rihanna shit out her baby? Remember she was pregnant with A$AP Rocky's baby?
That's why
Will she shit out Damien, the son of Satan, during the halftime Super Bowl show?
That's why I said there's probably a prop bet of like, will the baby's arm like pop out halfway through the show, just be hanging out, like,
ooh.
Dude.
So you can bet if they're gonna get engaged, though. That is kind of interesting. I don't think the odds are really high. It looked like it was like plus 10. I
don't think so. They just the article. I mean, if we're gonna get into this talk, the article just came out like yesterday or the day before that they just finally told each other they love each other like 2 days ago. I mean,
Okay.
would you like
Here-
get hurt?
Yeah.
13 minutes ago, the
They
Patriots.
they're only just now at the love phase.
Yeah, I just read an article.
Man, he
like, they
sucks, dude. I
just
usually get that shit out of chicks in like 2 weeks.
13 minutes ago, the Patriots have hired offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt as their new OC.
Fucking
did?
sucks for the Patriots.
The Patriots. I mean, he was fine.
We don't really know what he did. He didn't call the plays. I guess he was good. Our
Being
offense
an
is all right.
offensive coordinator is very broad, though. Like they all don't. Every team doesn't.
I'll
do
give
the
you
same.
that. The one
Like-
game that he had control, he won in a playoff game. I'll give.
Like a lot of teams now, like their head coach, like us, literally just controls the majority of what goes on in the play calling. Because they were offensive coordinators before, and now they're head coaches. Like every team wants that.
But I
Okay.
will say this: he didn't make Deshaun Watson better.
No, not really.
All right, let's look at these fucking props. Taylor Swift will join Usher during the halftime show and sing Shake It Off. Apparently, that's a
Nope.
song she does with Usher.
No.
A $10 bet would land you $2,500. That sounds pretty reasonable. What? That might happen.
It would never happen. She's
Why
gonna be
not?
sitting up. She's gonna have her.
She'll have her Kels.
thing.
She'll have her Kels jersey on, singing with Usher.
Nah, dude. I could totally see if she shows up at a halftime show, like some weird ass motherfucking Swifty's gonna run on the field naked and just try and.
Here, you'll like this one, though, Tim.
Bet on the next one. I'll bet on the next one though.
Chiefs
The
win
next
and
one,
Taylor Swift goes to the White
Yeah.
House with the
I
team
would
and
bet on
endorses
that.
Biden.
I'll put money on that
That's
one.
like $10 to win 500.
I would put money on that one. I would put money on that one.
Bro, what?
Yeah, dude.
You
because
can
it's already-
bet on if Las Vegas will be invaded by aliens and the game ends in a tie.
Oh
You
my
can
god.
bet on that, dude. What? Like, I don't really believe in aliens like people believe in aliens anyways. They could do Project Bluebeam. Dude, should we bet on that? That's Project Bluebeam. Are they going to do Project Bluebeam during the Super Bowl? I'll take that bet, dude. Give me that shit. Where can I get that? How do I bet on that?
I'm ready for some country artists to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
So I guess they only had those 3 crazy ones. It sounds like to me that they have not come out with the crazy prop bets yet. That the sports books they're not offering them quite yet.
Yeah, Lainey Wilson, she rocks out with Jelly Roll. I would like to see them at halftime.
Dude, I'm definitely
you
doing
bet on
that.
that?
I'm
Can we
definitely
bet?
betting
It's
that
a
they're going to do
bet,
Project
right?
Bluebeam during this year's Super Bowl. Yep, and the game ends in a tie. Mahomes just starts floating up in the air, dude.
Who the fuck's that guy standing there with horns coming out of his head?
Because these are the mainstream country people. They're fucking just as bad as the fucking.
Lainey Wilson's dope though. I do like her, bro. That's a chick. That's Lainey Wilson. I like her, bro.
Did you watch the Royal Rumble?
No.
I tried watching it with my friends. They were in that. I couldn't get into it, dude. It's so much, so extra. Like in a way, like it's so fake that it doesn't entertain me at all.
That's
Like,
kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, like a guy comes out there, he's about to fucking.
Yeah, but they still
bust
slam
his
each other
ribcage.
and stuff.
Like I see the entertainment for some people, but it's just not.
They still get fucked up.
Yeah.
I like the
shit hurts.
storyline. It's like
Yeah,
the NBA. I mean, the
I'm not a
storyline
fan of it,
see
but
what
I
happened.
understand why. I got into UFC though.
Like
for
the
sure.
people that go to those, like they love it so much. They act like they actually believe what's fucking going on.
Well,
It's, like,
they
real
do,
shit.
man. It's like anything. It's like anything. All right. Well, that's all we got for the show.
Well,
any
everybody-
finishing
so
any
you
finishing
two-
words? Any finishing words?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
So you got
I
this. You got the Chiefs, right?
Yes, I got
you
the Chiefs.
You
mean,
got
I
the
think-
fucking Chiefs, and I got the
yeah,
Niners.
I think the game can unfold in a multitude of different fashions. Like the Chiefs could end up blowing out the Niners could end up blowing out the Chiefs, or it could be a low scoring game, or it could be a 31-27 game. But I think the Chiefs are just. I trust what they do in the postseason with all that experience more than with Brock Purdy over Pat Mahomes.
You know what? No, I changed my official pick. My official pick is that they do Project Bluebeam and the game ends in a tie. Yeah, fake alien invasion.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, I will say this. Go back to anybody that's watching that has not watched it before. Go back. We did a special reviewing everybody's schedule for the season. And we did a prediction on who was going to go to the Super Bowl and who was going to do what. I did have the Niners and I did have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I had the Niners winning. And I had the Lions being the runner-up team, and they damn near made it to the Super Bowl. It's all on camera. I don't remember what y'all did, and you all might have.
I do remember.
I do remember.
I probably picked Chiefs and 49ers, man.
I just remember I did. I don't.
See,
I do.
It was obvious. Everyone knew this was going to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, I hate the people that try and say everything's like complete. Like you know how like there was something about on the news they showed the script or whatever, and it was the Ravens and the Niners. I'm like, or they just they pick the 2 number 1 seeds in each conference and put them on a script, like it's not like if they predicted the Ravens and the Niners went to the Super Bowl, they're fucking geniuses or anything.
Yeah. It's I feel
it's just like it's bullshit. You watch these games, like all these teams at some point had a chance to close the door on the other team. I'm talking about the Lions in this case, or had an opportunity to come back and win the game, which the Ravens did. But they just they faltered. So,
but they couldn't.
Like games can be.
But they couldn't.
There's a difference between like games being scripted.
But that's the thing, though. They didn't, though.
And games that are like they have to like referee games in a certain fashion because that's how teams thrive to play. Like I always go back to the Cavs when they play the Raptors. The Raptors like to fucking put their hands on you and foul you and shit. They can't succeed if they aren't allowed to do that. So to make a good product, they have to allow them to kind of be physical. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, it is a business, so there's going to be some scripting going on, but the games are played by elite athletes, and they're not going to settle for that bullshit. They're going to want to win.
I mean, you gotta remember, you're talking to a guy who thinks that they might control them with 5G. So I don't know, man. They might be shooting. I
had the longest.
That last second for Jared Goff on 4th down, set Hut, and they just shoot him with 5G.
Didn't help that the last friend of mine that I had this debate with was a Ravens fan, but like,
listen. Let me make one real thing. If they could go ahead and rig a presidential every time, and then they can pick a fucking Super Bowl winner without a fucking problem, or an NBA champion, or a wrestling champion.
Durs has a point, though. Durs has a point.
He does.
He has a point.
I'll give it to him.
Wait, is it Thursday? Yeah. Dude, the Cavs are playing again? Let's go.
They play at
8 o'clock.
Tonight?
Yeah, all right. Well,
on a road, the back-to-back against Memphis, who is pretty beat up, but when I watch them play, they are still a team that can hand it to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's all right. Anything else on the Super Bowl? Anyone else that wants to say?
I mean, I still would pick the Chiefs. I wouldn't bet a lot on either side in this game, to be honest. I'm gonna just chill on it.
Ludacris and Usher.
Player props.
Ludacris, Little John at halftime.
If you are into gambling, player props, go crazy in this game. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, over 70 yards. There's a lot of options.
All right. Well, as always, keep it real, everybody. It's sure to be a fun Super Bowl. Either way, we're gonna get to see some football, right? Some football. Who knows? It could be. We've had a lot of good Super Bowls, so this might be like a shitty one. I don't know. The last time we had a shitty one was the Tampa Bay when Tom just shit on Mahomes. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's all we have. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, keep it fucking real, and we will catch you next time, which will be about an hour and 40 minutes for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Peace.
Peace.